how the political fallout between Senator LADAMA Olekina and Raila Odinga started. So let me ask you one question, ladies and gentlemen. Where exactly is LADAMA Olekina? When last did you hear about LADAMA Olekina and Raila Odinga together? Because if you have been following the recent politics of Senator LADAMA Olekina very keenly, you will definitely notice something that is very, very strange. That the current LADAMA Olekina is no longer supporting, he is no longer defending Raila Odinga so much like the way he did ahead of the previous 2022 general elections and some few months after the elections. I'm saying this because if you can still remember how LADAMA Olekina caused chaos at the Bomas of Kenya after realizing that Raila Odinga had lost the elections to President William Ruto. So he did not want the chairman of IEBC, Wafula Chebukati, to announce the official results, to announce President William Ruto who had won that elections. It was not LADAMA Olekina alone, but he was among Raila Odinga's close allies who did not want William Ruto to be announced as the winner. So it has come to my attention that the senator of Narok County, LADAMA Olekina, is currently not happy at all. LADAMA Olekina is not happy with Raila Amolo Odinga, his party leader. What proves this clearly 100% is how LADAMA Olekina responded back immediately after Raila Odinga's recent official statement. Raila Odinga's statement supporting and endorsing Rigathi Gachagwa's agenda. The agenda of one man, one vote, 1 shilling.
One of the points that was discussed extensively during these deliberations in Limuru, according to information that we now have, is this issue of resource sharing of our country. Somehow this thing has been misrepresented as if it is discriminating against other parts of our country. Nothing could be further from the truth. It is not a question of discrimination. And that's why in the PBI, we had proposed it. We proposed it, some people don't want to hear it. And that's why we're saying, we agree with this phrase that is one man, one vote, 1 shilling.
That is one of the very big mistakes that Raila Odinga committed recently. Because I have tried to see the reaction from Raila Odinga's close leaders, allies, and supporters. They are also disappointed with Raila Odinga's statement, decision. They are not happy at all with that. Now, I want us to begin this particular analysis. But for you to be receiving the political updates like this one that I'm doing here, I want you to take 1 second or two and subscribe to this channel. For those who have already subscribed and they're listening, I want you also to give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support. Now, when you listen to LADAMA Olekina, who made a statement, LADAMA Olekina is clearly defending and supporting President William Ruto's agenda, which is way much different from the one man, one vote, 1 shilling. Because according to LADAMA Olekina, the one man, one vote, 1 shilling agenda that he disagrees with his boss Raila Odinga does not really solve the equitable sharing of resources in the country. because it discriminates against the majority of the counties with less population. Meaning, if Raila Odinga will continue to rally the support for this particular agenda, he will create a lot of fallout with his close allies. LADAMA Olekina will be among the very many other leaders from ODM who will defect, because this agenda is not suitable for his own county. And the current political situation of ODM, which we all understand, if LADAMA Olekina will be among other leaders who will defect from ODM, ODM will collapse ahead of the 2027 general elections. What I mean is that Raila Odinga ought to be very, very careful on the decisions that he's currently making, because it affects very, very many leaders close to him with different opinions. So I want to read for you LADAMA Olekina's message, a warning message to his party leader, Raila Odinga. But let me just ask you, why do you think Raila Odinga differs with LADAMA Olekina? It is because of one thing. Since Raila Odinga started supporting or siding with the government, the current Kenya Kwanza Alliance government, Raila Odinga is also losing some of his political friends. People like Martha Karua are no longer with Raila Odinga. LADAMA Olekina is not supporting and defending Raila Odinga like before, because they fought so hard for Raila Odinga against this government. Then all of a sudden, Raila Odinga is supporting the government. This is like betrayal, right? So this is exactly what LADAMA Olekina is saying. I disagree totally with one man, one vote, one shilling. Because in 24 counties, the majority have been discriminated against for way too long. I will never ever vote to deny any county resources. Then he offers the solution. This is what he's saying. The only way to have equity in Kenya and for the development to spread across the nation is for money to be divided based on land, not the size of the population. So you can see that LADAMA Olekina has a different way of solving this current situation. The same way William Ruto is doing. He differs with the one man, one vote, one shilling because of that particular reason. It discriminates other counties. One thing that you have realized about Raila Odinga defending this particular agenda, it is because Raila Odinga only wants to differ with President William Ruto. Remember that Raila Odinga is the political competitor to President William Ruto. And that is why Raila Odinga will always support anything, just anything, that William Ruto will oppose. Not because it is right, but because William Ruto supports or opposes. Raila Odinga will be the opposite of William Ruto's decision. Another thing why Raila Odinga had to support this agenda, it is only just for political reasons. Raila Odinga wants to please the mountain, because the Mount Kenya region, honestly speaking, they are the ones pushing so hard for this particular agenda. So Raila Odinga wants to appear as someone who is defending, someone who is supporting the people from the larger Mount Kenya region for his political reasons. Raila Odinga wants to gain the popularity in that particular region. Such that if Raila Odinga will lose the African Union Commission top job, he will still be able to come back. And he will use such kind of issues to rally his support from the larger Mount Kenya region. So he wants to grow his popularity in that particular region. Let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. And finally, Raila Odinga is supporting this particular agenda because of the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Because initially, during the BBI, is when Uhuru Kenyatta came up with this agenda of one man, one vote, one shilling. And remember, the BBI was the child of the handshake between Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta. Rigathi Gachagua and the Tangatanga group were among the first leaders to oppose the BBI and the one man, one vote, one shilling agenda. Rigathi Gachagua was on the forefront. So you can clearly tell that there's some issues going around. And somebody is trying to come up with an agenda ahead of the 2027 general elections. Let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. I don't know what you think. I want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. What can you say about LADAMA Olekina, current political situation with this boss Raila Odinga? Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Let me see you again in my next video. Political update. My name is Jason. Bye-bye and have a good day. Thank you.